Is this the new intro of Kanbor News?
Yes, as I tuned channel on cable television on the receiver box from Korjotnet 24 to Kanbor-Net 1 from Kanbor-D City. However, we have Kanbor-Net International Korjotopia 1 channel over from Aledo News 24 International Korjotopia, as Kanbor-Net 1 is on channel 1001 in CJ cable, as the intro was launched as with new logos on May 20, 2022.
What time on the 20th? 12 a.m.? 6 a.m.?
No. It launched at 12 o'clock p.m. Kb.P in Silver City, on Finota, 20th Gumbalon, Kb.P 17 or Friday, May 20th 2022. Hexta, Charlie 6th, 0985 CJE. This just 96 hours ago. This translates to 5 o'clock Kanbor duodecimal time, and 1700 hours universal time where you reside.
Yes, translating to 708 Kiotrokans. Anyhow, why did you brought out the 1960 calendar?
This in subject in which I must ask you this. You need guess which year in this test card. This is pre-Pearl TV 10 era, which is very first channel for Pearlian and Gemstonian in North Capon City.
Initial half of 2676 ATRE, latter half of 1959.
You are within part, as PTS was launched in October 1959. Opalian AP 118. How about retire of test card?
Of color television? Around time of implementation of color television?
No, yet to install color form until 1970, while in RTK, radio television of Capon, RB2 first launch in color form in 1966 for test and 1967 for launch. Okay, answered this test card in until July 1966, which is logo are changed to number 4 ones from Roman to normal number. Anyhow, did you know about Pearl TV 10 was originally in channel 4 as PTS or PTC in English, Pearlian Tele Radio Central, in October 1959, Opalian AP 118. They had call sign as KAPTS, now as KBPTT or KBPTS as original former sign name, whereas RDK 3000 Tri-Star Television Service Kanbor-D is KBRDK, whereas Elitopian feed is ERDK, and Korjotopian feed is CJRDK. This is I must also note on October 31, 1959, translating to Kappa 30th, WY0959, when my parents and grandparents was visiting Elite City, Elitopia, they went on a drive to Ratifico and was met with the writing on the building, message in Elitish, in which it means, you have 60 years to live. This is my first visit to Elitopia in Ratifico during a drive 40 years on October 31, 1999. Just 3 months toward the Aledo Millennium, in which Silver City also had a blast as they rung in 2000 twice, one in local time and another for EY 1000. I saw the message on same building in Elitish but with English wording below states the fellows had 20 years to live.
This is I must note, another 20 years goes by on October 31st, 2019 after 11:59 p.m, it gone bananas as it goes crazy as nuts.
Yes, however the outcome was tragic. There were 2 resurgences but briefly in 2020 and 2021. The one in 2020 resulted in crash of unmanned autonomous jet flying from Xenopolis City, Xenopolia to land to area north of Elite City, crashed to the north of Elite City, at the mountains triggering an avalanche in which struck what used to be Zlickstar. Thanks to an emergency alert that gets issued to Zlickstar, the personnel were evacuated and there were no one in the aircraft, and no deaths nor injuries.
Now, I do note the clock tower resembling the Altroni clocks tower back at my location in KBE 0224, but rather than a metric clock face, it have octal clock face. Yes, this as it shows the digital counterpart below in Splix octal time and Splix date and EOD. What is the voice originated from? It is me, in which is a Splixian version of you. Daniel Splushiner. Hey fella. Nice to meet you. Where do you reside, and do you drive your car? Yes, as I live just around the block, just Osadek Metrisplix away. Now I departed in past Ochus, or hours, when I depart from Kb.P. from Silver City, Kb.P. As I show you the map of subject and media of subject on my laptop, I talked to my friend Scott Smith. He and I discussed subject over the Webchesterian Film Academy Awards ceremony, in which there were some incident where the topless female interrupted the show. However, for many networks including Altronican networks, it gets auto-censored, but for one network, Vision Elite, it showed the subject uncensored. It angered the Elitopian Telecommunications Council, as Vision Elite was split from Elito Media in past weeks, as it became independent, as ELTC shut down the channel and slaps the firm in Imotherian region in Kb.E0224, or Tritech Quadio in Splix Octal. A hefty fine of 25 million Elitopian Elios, or 32 million Altronican dollars, 1.8 billion Kanbor coins, or Osadek Trichi Sept Mio Elios, Osadek Saint Chidu Mio Altronican dollars, Okchi Sync Bio, Trite Mio Kanbor coins, translating to 53.42 million Emolatherian Koran. Or Tritech Okchi Quad Mio, Saintik show in Splix number system. Whoa. It was to be shown yesterday in Altronis Splixian television, but it was never shown as it contained nudity, in which concerning the subject you said, as it's a violation of broadcast rules. Yes, Daniel S., this as I said, Vision Elite gets shut down, but Vision Zeno and Xenopolia got off the air without notice, and it gets replaced with CNW from Webchester. As Zeno Media has terminated partnership and agreement with Vision in anger over subject in Vision Elite, as announcement was made a few minutes or close to a minute later on Zeno News 24, or Trisheo. Daniel K., this esports match from your home location sure gets interesting by the minute toward the final minute or so. Oh my. Bomber Bomba down. My favorite team in the Bomba power play. Yes, Daniel S., as it to end in a few moments, as it sure to get interesting toward the end.
Yes. Optictronic wins. They shut out Tronic Phase in 4-3 match score.
Daniel K., what website are you going on? And what is this operating system? Windows 10, as I dual boot with KOS 13, as I open up Microsoft Edge and visit the website, https://www.stoacademy.com, and I must show you this, as some friend told me of subject in past 72 to 96 hours by friend in Elite City, Ilitopia, and another friend in Silver City, Korhatopia. Whoa, are you a fan of Star Trek? I watch the shows in Kb.P 0471. Yes, as I must note the star date on Star Trek Online, however I never played the game Star Trek Online, but the star dates gave me interest, as the star date on the STO at time of website visit load, 300 Kiatrokans, being 99,999.57, this as I suspect in the next few hundred Kiatrokans. To be star date 100k. This as I have to check the conversion page, as I type the desired value to convert to normal time. 7 in the morning today in conventional clock time. This must not be in universal time, as it must be the time in Petroitland's east coast where the servers are located, also time in Elite City, Ilitopia, this as I must add 4 hours to factor in universal time since the area is on DST, 1100 hours UTC. Converting to Omni-Altronican timekeeping, 458 Kiatrokans, plus 333 Trokans. This is I Daniel S must factor in time in Splix octal time. Ochotrio, Mino Sinki Duo, Sekot Sinki Duo. Yes, this over 40 Kiatrokans shy of midday. Yeah. This should get the tuners' attention following subject in Kanbor-D City, as they need to learn to only race at Altronic Motorsport Complex Center. By the way, I can show you the complex, as I have done some friendly races at one of the racetracks with my friends. Where is that located in Altronic City, Daniel K? We have to head there via car, as I drive my car, as I show you where it is once I drive. However, it has since begun to rain in the past 5 kilometers, as rainfall advisory gets issued for Altronic City with thunderstorm advisory to the east. Thank God, there are no races scheduled for today. Rain. How heavy is it? Moderate intensity. This is we have to put on our rain gear, as my car is all-wheel drive and special tires as it gets good traction in rain and wet roads, also on snow, ice, dirt, etc. Wait a minute, Jason K, do not go yet. This because your cat has went into the rear seat of your car. Egad, Snowball, how'd you get into my car?
I was napping in your car as I went into the rear hatch when you unload groceries earlier today.
Now, this is we are going to head to Jason Ilitatrap's house as we finished our quest and get rewarded free lunch or dinner for us and one other at Omega Italo. Then head to DG Square Latosat next. We better reroute to DG Square Latosat immediately since I see Jason's car in the rear view.
Yes, Daniel, this is I do expect you and your Spliction twin to be here as we to head to the sports bar to have lunch.
No, we are going to have lunch at Omega Italo. We to head to DG Square Latosat as Daniel S needs to see the establishment. He has never been there before. Correct, Daniel K. This is I need to visit the venue right away.
Daniel, is there a reason for me to stop at KBFS?
You and I are going to head toward one area of Kanbor-D City tonight after 11 tonight for Happy New Month Kanbor-D JKA on Kb.P 17. However, we are going to head to Speedway in Kanbor-D City for a friendly race.
Sure, this as we will try out a new track.
This is you have came here at a right time, Daniel, and Mudka. Anyhow, before I continue, as Corey E. Cryptor has given you a new watch for you, Daniel K., you should note it's like your other analog watch showing the Altronican time. It shows the Kanbor duodecimal time, with the secondary dials for Kb.P and Splix octal time. Anyhow, I am Rekeekan. Rex X Cryptor, divisional leader of RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D unit division, as we do this monthly, as I suspect Mudka has started live stream of the RDK 3000 TriStar television service main feed from Elite City, as you Daniel gonna stream the Kanbor-D feed on your phone? Yes, Rex, this is I do it starting after 2340, but before 2345. This is I do love the watch and subject as I check the time, 2336 Kb.T and 942.4 Kb.DT.
Yes, Daniel, this as my cousin in Elite City watches the show Virtual World and Gaming Today and Virtual World and Gaming Tonight, as I have watched the live stream before the expected special on HNM Kanbor-D, as it's 1437 where he is right now. This as there's Elitopian esports being Optic Elito and Roctopoly's breach to occur 1500 hours ELS, translating to midnight here, although VWGT is under a programming break as I note the RDK 3000 TriStar television service clock item that gets played. I do note the clock on the upper left, being time in Kb.T and Kb.DT, also the Splix clock on the bottom right as I do note your partner has came from KBE 0417 Hather Splix World. Whoops. I mean bottom left, not bottom right as I do note bottom right being the Altronican clock.
Yes, this is I Daniel S needs to glance over to check the Splix octal time, Saineo Ochis, Okchichin Quo my notes, as I can read analog.
Yes, and approaching half my note, Quant Chow Secots, this as for you Daniel K, it's 776 Kiatrokans currently, one away to the lucky 7's Kiatrokant.
Yes, in the next half Kiatrokant, 500 Trokants. This is I am grabbing my phone now and to start watching live stream of RDK 3000 TriStar TV service Kanbor-D feed on my phone. Good move, Daniel K. This is I got told by Corey E. Cryptor that it's all systems go as he to toggle the sequence soon. This is I Rex X Cryptor to supervise the action at ground level. He to toggle the 7-ball system. This sets the timer, as that is just confirmed armed. Also set off fireworks at midnight as it's on a timer with auto stop after 15 minutes. This is I have to give you some goggles and ear protectors for your safety. Since I don't want you to be deaf and / or blind on the fireworks, as I to put it on too once time is near. This is Corey E. Cryptor has already put it on, also his gloves, helmet, and visor since he is near the danger zone for the fireworks.
Yes, as it's must as you have to take safety very seriously concerning Happy New Month Kanbor-D events at RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D. This as we want to ensure to be a safe one and without incidents, mishaps, or accidents in which can be a hazard resulting in death, injury, and / or damage also to cause an establishment emergency i.e. shelter in place, lockdown, or evacuation as mishaps and accidents must be avoided at all costs. If you can excuse me, RDK TV main just went out of programming break as I have to watch the subject on my device. Welcome back to BWGT on Vista and Xylem Cast on Viva Vision. I am Mickey James.
I am Sean Richardson.
I am Smith Phelps. As Raymond Blake from Elito Gamer ESP explained before the commercial break, there'll be an esports match to occur at the top of the hour, part of ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Spring Blitz 2022, EY1022 as Roctopoly's breach takes on Optic Elito, in best of 7, first to 4 encounter Blitz Striker. This is Optic Web Chesterfield to learn from their partner Optic Elito to achieve once OTW takes on Green Blitz Gaming in the esports match in the next 24 hours, 8 p.m. Web Chesterfield, 3 p.m. Elite City, tomorrow. To kick off the Webchester Esports Summer 2022 Championship whereas Optic Elito takes on Blood Red Gaming, as OTE and BRG would have competed today but due to the other event in which we to discuss next, the Komis Zioner of Elitopian League of Gaming. Game Jam has decided to do opponent switch concerning Roctopoly's breach and Blood Red Gaming as a preventative measure due to RG team captain being Elitopian immigrant from Kanbor-D, Kanbor, Richard Kanders.
But the esports match that is coming up at 3 isn't the only event to occur at that time. This as there's another event but it's unrelated to esports and gaming. This as it's the final day of the month, Tuesday, May 31st, 2022 translating to Steve Nota 31st Gumbalin Kb.P 17 on the Kanbor calendar. This is at the top of the hour, at 3 o'clock p.m. Elite City, translating to 12 o'clock a.m. Kb.T on Stare on the 1st JKA on Kb.P 17 or Wednesday, June 1st, 2022, NX, or 10 in dozenal, or 0 Koli Kais, 0 dozenals, 0 binals the 2nd Kb.DT or Kanbor-D duodecimal, or dozenal time after 11:59 p.m. and 59 seconds Kb.T or 9:40 ET in dozenal, or 9:59 and 143 Kb.DT, when Opticalito takes on Roctopoli's breach in Map 1, in which we just now learned Encounter Blitz Striker, map named Raid Deluxe, to be Happy New Month Kanbor-D of JKA on Kb.P 17. With parades to occur in Elite City and Xenopolis City, Xenopolia, also light and laser show in Altronic City and Omnistar with music, also fireworks in Kanbor-D City, with a televised 1.5 dozenal or minor row, 2,500 trocant, 2.5 dino choi, 6 deci newt, 600 deciant. 3-minute 36-second countdown on all Kanbor-Net and Kanbor-ATV networks including KanborNet International Elitopia at 2:56 p.m. Elite City and 24 seconds. So siren and horn sound off at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ here in Elite City and its Kanbor-D EIN Bureau in Kanbor-D City.
Correct, this as both events kick off at 3 o'clock p.m. Elite City. Now we would have hand off to Cronus correspondent live on location in Kanbor-D City, but he is reporting for CNW in Webchester, as we also have other correspondents. Alito News 24 Ringo Silverstar at NYE Central of DGS, ELZ, correspondent from Omni News Net in Omnistar, and correspondent from ATR News Net from Alphatronic City, but they are busy reporting, as the Jinx News and Vista correspondents also busy. This is we are joined with Mark E. Crypta from RDK 3000 TriStar Newsline at the RDK HQ down the Omni Catwalk. Mark.
Thank you, Sean Richardson. In fact, I gotta take over for now concerning this segment, perhaps possibly for the remainder of the hour, maybe longer, since we are in active talks with us at RDK 3000 TriStar, as with the VWGT production, Vista and Alito Media to cover the special event unrelated to esports. This could include starting RDK 3000 TriStar today early. This as we are also powered up always on all RDK 3000 TriStar networks, radio, TV, streaming and more. I am Mark E. Crypter over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center Studio RX at RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ in Elite City, Elitopia. As the VWGT hosts say, we have not much time left to the HNM Kanbor-D toward JKA on Kb.P 17, as it's 2344 KBT, 1444 RDK, and Elite City. This is we want to bring the live shots of NYE Central of DG Square Elitosat, as my brother Scott Elitastar is in attendance while his gaming friends doing the live stream in his behalf for SE Stars Plays. As esports players from Elite City Shock and Blood Red Gaming brought Scott E to the NYE Central above, in which BRG would have competed today against Opticalito, but they play tomorrow as Roctopoli's Breach, who to compete OTE tomorrow gets to compete today. As Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders are also among the attendants, our own Dennis D. Crypter, Slacker, Max S. D. Crypter and Chris C. Crypter also among attendants. This is the 15-minute countdown over at NYE Central of DG Square Elitosat is a go, as Jared Raystar and Renee Sanders get ready to kick off the sequence when clock strikes 14:45 RDK in Elite City. As I check my clock on the desk and reading the seconds and watching second hand toward the 12:55 seconds, 56, 57, 58, 59, 14:45. The 15-minute countdown kicks off at the NYE Central of DG Square Elitosat as it's 14:45 RDK in Elite City, 2:45 p.m. on 12-hour clock, and 23:45 KBT. This is we to start a one choi countdown at the RDK Tower soon, in Trocants, with the unique music, with assistance from RDK 3000 TriStar Altronic and Omni unit divisions, in which it will be the final 6 dozenals, or minoros. This is the dozenals/minoros and binals/seconds countdown will be provided with assistance from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D unit. This in which both subjects get in progress right now, with the main show in Altronic City and Omnistar to kick off at 7:84 Kiotrocants, 23:48 and 57 seconds KBT, 9:47 and 49 binals and dozenal KBDT, 14:48 and 57 seconds RDK and Elite City. With a 9-dozinal/minero countdown to event at 1512 RDK, 012 Kb.P, 800 KTS, as per Altronican and Omni guidelines as Kanbor-D City is in Geozone 8, and with 1 dozinal remaining, separate 10 KTS countdown kicks off for Altronic City and Omni Star. This as we show you live shots of Kanbor-D City, Omni Star, Elite City, and Altronic City as countdowns are in progress, as there will be fireworks in Kanbor-D but not in Omni Star and Altronic City, but instead, a laser and light show with music, and also no fireworks in Elite City, rather instead a parade to kick off at the top of the hour, a Happy New Month Kanbor-D parade, on Kanbor-D Street in Elite City, as there's a Xenopolian counterpart in Xenopolis City. Xenopolia as RDK 3000 TriStar Xenopolia Unit Division will be participating in a special float towed in a brand new electric pickup truck with a hydrogen fuel cell range extender. In the new RDK truck, a PHEV, HFCV pickup truck, 2023, EY1023 Flex Eagles EEH2X with 100 kilometers, 250 Kina Nitros, 62 miles, 118 kilometers on battery, then further 800 kilometers, 2000 Kina Nitros, 500 miles, 944 kilometers on hydrogen fuel according to Illitopian Energy and Environmental Protection and Conservation, and Illitopian Transportation Authority estimated figures. Due to the important and high priority matter, despite another event in relation to esports, Opticalito and Roctopolis breach at the top of the hour, we have to cover the main event concerning the HNM Kanbor-D event in contrast to esports as we requested
Kanbor-D Kb.P.
This as I stumble upon one channel, RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service Roblox feed to Silimcast Elite City feed, and RDK 3000 TriStar Today. This is I need to get attention of someone I know who's visiting Kanbor-D City for a few days. Hello, this is Dimitri in Crypto City. Adam, please be advised of subject at midnight where you are, in about a dozen or so minutes, as it's like 23:48 where you are right now, as it converts to 14:48 here in Crypto City. The fellow on the TV mentioning event where you visit, Kanbor-D City, also in Elite City, Elitopia, despite esports match OTE and RKB occur at same time, also Altronic City and Omnistar. Subject is Happy New Month Kanbor-D of JK and Kb.P 17, corresponding to June 2022. As that is inspired by the character Jake the Dog from Adventure Time, produced and released by Cartoon Network and distributed by Warner Bros. Television.
I must gonna also telephone RDK 3000, Trista Roblox Unit Division, since I suspect the fellows might do the subject at the establishment in Crypto City Metro.
Please do, Elena, in fact, do it now, as we have close to 11 minutes left to the event. Also do not call Cryptodina, got hold of Rex Bloxygen 15 minutes ago, there's a countdown party over there.
HNM Kanbor-D at 3 o'clock. I do note the parade, the car the TV presenter mentioned, an electric pickup with fuel cell range extender. Mickey Bloxygen have one of those as it's black in color. No wonder he chooses black. Must be a popular and trending color here in Crypto City. Now I got to head to Dewey's house as I check online. On my phone, he's selling his Nissan Skyline R34 but in orange. He already have his but it's same color as with Mickey's pickup, and my Porsche, in which my Porsche has got new aftermarket car stereo and new aftermarket gauges plus a decent tune thanks to Savage and the fellows at Raptor Tuning. This as I will also discuss subject at 3 with Dewey being HNM Jakiam Kb.P 17.
We begin with the RDK 3000 TriStar countdown. Watch with the countdown to the kickoff of JKA on month Kb.P 17 as we have less than 10 minutes to the event.
10 minutes, at 3 p.m. That translates to midnight Kb.P as I heard from Dimitri. His cousin is in Kanbor City to celebrate the new Kanbor month. This is I need to learn more on Kanbor duodecimal time, being 144 seconds per dozenal, and 600 of dozenals in a day, divided by 10 equals 60, as that is 50 in base 12, as 10 parts per day equal a metric hour, 2 hours 24 minutes, and 1 dozenal equal to 2 minutes 24 seconds, and 1/12th dozenal called a dosbinal is 12 seconds.
Yes, and regarding 10 parts per day, called a colicky, and 12 dozenals equal to 1/5 colicky, 28 minutes 48 seconds. This is it's 2:51 p.m. right now, whereas it's 9:48 and 3 dojbinels Kb.Dt. 11:51 p.m. Kb.T on Steve Noda, 31st Gumbalin Kb.P 17, 78.5 EMT and 1885 TRX on Epsilon 29th, EY 1022 and Tuesday, May 31st, 2022.
Correct, Clocky. This is iBloxy. Your home assistant must remind you of one event to occur at 3 o'clock p.m. named Happy New Month Kanbor-LapiBalKip Kb.P 17. You okay with that, or dismiss the reminder, Dewey?
Dismiss reminder, I do not to be reminded again.
Are you sure?
For this assistant only, not for other devices like my phone.
Okay, reminders for this device is dismissed. Final 2 reminder will be sent to your phone in a few, and then at 2:59 p.m.
This is I have to get Nico's attention, as I better tune this radio to said station in which Blitz 100 is covering subject and crank it up to the max.
What is the music coming from? I hadn't kept track of time, as I knew the subject is near, as I was busy typing up my journal blog entry on my website, as I wonder what's the music originated from. Is it concerning the assistant? Bloxy, stop music.
There is no music playing from this device.
Then it definitely must be coming from the radio. This is I wonder which station, as I know the function is set to FM, 100 MHz, Blitz 100. I do recall, countdown music gets played at this time, since 2:45, this is I need to check the calendar then the clock.
Yes, as it's for Happy New Month Kanbor-LapiBalKip and Kb.P 17 to occur at 3 this afternoon Crypto City time.
This is I need to check the calendar, as I note you wrote subject on the day-to-day calendar, as I note today is May 31st, 2022, as it's confirmed to be at 3 p.m. This is I need to check the time. 2:53 p.m.?
Yes, and 12 seconds on Tuesday, May 31st, 2022, 9:49.2 Kb.Dt. 11:53 p.m. Kb.T on Steve Noda 31st Gumbalin Kb.P 17.
Is 1 dozenal equal to 144 seconds, 2 minutes 24 seconds, and 1 dozen vinyl is 12 seconds?
Yes, and 12 of those is 28 minutes 48 minutes, and 1/5 colicky is 60 dozenals, or 50 in duodecimal is 1 colicky as that is 2 hours 24 minutes 0 seconds, that equals to a metric hour. In Altronican and Omni and Illitopian timekeeping, a dozenal is called a minoro. By the way, we have a visitor who pulled up in his Porsche.
I got to head to Dewey's house right away, as Elena is keeping an eye on the time as she to blast some Russian, then Ukrainian, then Polish music once clock strikes 3.
Wow, that is some decent R34. I wonder how fast can it go?
Over 200 miles per hour, 320 kilometers per hour, and 0 to 60 mph in like 3.5 seconds.
Yes, and the car have like about 600 horsepower, 900 newton meters torque, about 650-ish foot-pounds. I am selling this for $50,000, would you want it?
Yes, as I do need it right away, as I am going to send you 50 grand as I converted some bitcoins to dollars in the past hour, and transferred to bank.
Thank you, as I will finalize things, and then toss you the keys after 3 p.m. This is I see Dimitri as I do expect him to arrive at this time concerning subject to occur soon.
Dimitri? I do know him. This as I met with him yesterday, as he shared me images of trip to Elite City concerning Team RDK 3000 Trister Esports and ECT Lancers Gaming in the Elitopian Esports Winter Tournament Finals in mid-March. This on the 15th of March, 2022. Also celebrations of New Sigma Year and Kb.P year.
Yes, Ankoku, as my cousin is in Kanbor-D City, as he was there on 15th of March 2022 for New Sigma Year, subject as he to celebrate Happy New Month Kanbor-D JK and Kb.P 17 to occur in a couple moments. Yes, Dimitri, as I duly note the subject is near.
Yes, and look who just pulled up. It's Savage in his Mercedes.
Savage, I didn't expect him to arrive at this time, as he may have spot our cars at Dewey's residence.
Same as I, Ankoku. This as I must to tell Savage on the subject this coming Sunday, the 5th of June, 2022.
Next Sunday, at what time?
Next Sunday, at what time? Like in morning, afternoon, or evening, and the subject, Ankoku.
At 8 p.m, New Splix Year and Elite Octal Season.
I knew it. I got to head to Kanbor-D City and meet with Adam tonight, as he and I plus Olivia to head to KBE 0471 tomorrow at 3 p.m. KBT, 6 a.m. Crypto City.
Yes, this as we must not forget one other event as it's close to 3 o'clock.
Yes, as it's close to 3.
Yes, as it's almost time.
Yes, this being Happy New Month Kanbor-D JK and Kb.P 17, also one other esports match in Digi Square Elitizat in Elite City, Elitopia, Roctopolis Breach vs Optic Elito.
Yes, they take on best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker. Viewing party at DG Blocks Roblazit.
I am already aware of the esports match in subject, as we have to focus on the other subject primarily, as both subjects to kick off in 3 minutes as it's 2:57 p.m, translating to 23:57 KBT on 31st Gumbulan Kb.P 17, on Astevanode Day, the ward Asterian the day, initial day of Jackie and month, Kb.P 17, translating to Wednesday 1st of June, 2022. This as we are approaching final dozenal Ominarot Award 959.0 or 950E.0 in duodecimal. I mean 940E.0 KBDT or Canberra duodecimal time. This as 50E in duodecimal is 71, 940E.1, E or 11 dosbinals left.
This means approaching 2 minutes on the clock, as I grab my tablet out, as it's connected to Wi-Fi via my phone on 5G LTE data, as I got to watch live stream of RDK 3000 TriStar television service main feed, as its Roblox feed is simulcasting the main feed.
2 minutes? Is it 2:58 p.m. already?
Yes, as the subject is coming up in less than 2 minutes, the ward final 100 seconds.
Is there fireworks to go off in Crypto City, across the city, or restricted to the RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division Center Headquarters and/or DG Blocks Roblazit?
Not only fireworks to go off in Kanbor-D City, also in Crypto City, New Blockscape, Crypzation, Robloxian Federation West, but restricted to the RDK Tower and DG Blocks Roblazit, and also in Webchester Field Webchester but restricted to Canberra Webchester District.
Never mind. The news host explains on the subject.
This in behalf of everyone at RDK 3000 TriStar, I Marquee Cryptor toward the viewers and listeners wish the fellows a happy new Canberra month of JKA on Kb.P 17 as we are heading toward final minute 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50 in dozenal 41, 40, 3, 3x, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32. In Elito dozenal. Trayer on Ala, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianubi, Biosai, Biasepta, Biasinksa, Biasinkra, Biaportia, Biatria, Biavia, Biata, Bianula, Unadizo, Unapka, Unanul, Inelitish, Tinulo, Prinona, Priocta, Prihepta, Prihexa, Propenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Occhi-Quadio, Occhi-Trio, Occhi-Duo, Occhi-Uno, Octo, Semple, Semio, Chinkio, Quadio, 3, 2, 1. JPA on Kb.P 17. time siren in the horns is sounding now for 1 decimal in Canberra to a decimal time, 144 seconds. This as we got learned. The parade is a no-go until the horns to silence, as it to begin at 15:03 RDK in Elite City, 0:03 Kb.P. This as we got learned via notice appearing on my laptop. That some of us need to report to DG Square Litosat Esports Arena section for immediate assistance. This is Blood Red Gaming Esports players. Entire roster has since over-syllabated for the H&M Kanbor-D. This as we got learned. Going into a game pause as the esports match of Optica Lito and Rocto Poly's breach is in an unscheduled intermission, likely to be delayed for several minutes over the subject and possibly start over. This is for sporting events. We got learned of development just in, fire alarm at Zay Park. And goal horns blaring constantly at Rex Arena and Zendome, interrupting baseball, hockey, and soccer matches. This in hockey, the ELHA Lito Cup playoffs, as players from Elite City Firestorm in soccer, or Association Football, Elite City Elitos in ice hockey, and Elite City Swifters in baseball as play was interrupted by the referees. This as it was blamed on the revelers who done action to celebrate the H&M Kanbor-D JKA on Kb.P 17. Indolito doesn't. Trader on A-Lock. Biadizo. Biadco. Bianubic. Biosai. Biasepta. Biaslings. Biasinibra. Biaportia. Biatrio. Biavita. Biat. Biando. Unadizo. Unapta. Unado. Inolitish. Tumulate. Predawn. Priot. Prihet. Prihexa. Prohenta. Priquadro. Pritrio. Insplings. Opchi Quadrio. Opchi Trio. Opchi Deal. Opchi Nuno. Opchi. Simio, Chicria, Quadro, 3, 2, Game on. Esports match is underway. It's map number 1. Whoa. Blood Red Gaming. Stop. Don't photobomb onto the cameras. We do want to apologize. Some Blood Red Gaming esports players led by Kanbor, Richards Kanders is over celebrating the Happy New Month Kanbor-D JKA on Kb.P 17. Anyhow the horns at RDK HQ outside get blocked by noise insulators that get switched on. Oh great, we have a game pause on our hands. Thanks to the subject as it sure was distracting to Optica Lito as they also called a timeout. Rocto Poly's breach also called timeout. Raymond Blade. Ikori Elitastar must cut in as we have this news alert and sports alert just into Elito News 24. There has been a reported fire alarm over at Zip Park. This is our sister partner Elito Sports told us. The Elite City Swifters vs Sharkville Dolphins in bottom third inning has been halted by the umpires. This as we also got learned from the fellows at the LHA and the Litopian Premier League, the soccer and hockey matches. Via Elito Sports Center in which was stopped by referees over sudden goal horn while in middle of play, at Rex Arena and Zendome this as we got learned by the respective security offices, blamed on some of the fans. In which are embedded revelers of Happy New Month Kanbor-D JKA on Kb.P 17 in which was responsible for the alarm and goal horns. This as we got learned. Elite City Fire Department en route to Zip Park and Elite City Police dispatched to Zip Park also Rex Arena and Zendome. This as they has since called the cops on the matter. This has since interrupted the Elite City Elitos and Reeker Shields hockey match in the ELHA Elito Cup, and the soccer match Elite City Firestorm and FC Red Zero. Going back to the Rocto Poly's breach Optica Lito esports match, it has since got delayed, as it is slated to start over at 3:12 p.m. Elite City, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX, as the esports match is now under an unscheduled intermission. As the Blood Red Gaming esports players has been escorted to another area of DG Square Litosat, and was given a stern warning, if they do it again to over-celebrate for the next H&M in which to be Elito Zeta EY 1022 tomorrow 8 o'clock p.m. Elite City. They will be slapped with a 12-match ban and be disqualified from this Sunday's E3 starting on the 5th at 2 o'clock p.m. Elite City.
We will keep up with latest on the subjects. Meanwhile, the countdown has concluded at NYE Central of Digi Square Litosat. This is fireworks are in progress in Kanbor-D City, also the show into Phase 2 in Omnista and Alptronic City, as the horns and time siren went off in Elite City. Over at RDK 3000 TriStar remain HQ, to mark the new Kanbor month of JK on month Kb.P 17 as they to do it again for Happy New Month Elito Zeta EY 1022 tomorrow evening.
57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, in decimal, 41, 40, 3, 3x, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, in alito decimal, Trayer on A-Law, Biadizo, Biadco, Bianubi, Bioside, Biacepta, Biacienisa, Biacinque, Biacordia, Biatrira, Biavia, Biata, Bianula, Unadizo, Unadco, Unanu, Inolitish, Tunula, Prinona, Priocta, Prihepta, Prihexa, Propenta, Priquatro, Pritrio, Insplix, Occhiquadio, Occhitrio, Occhiduo, Occhiuno, Octo, Simio, Simio, Chukio, Quadio, 3, 2,
'Welcome to Canberra News International Elitopia Afternoon Edition. I am Robert Zakenborder over at Canberra News International Elitopia News Center Studio KBE L784 at Canberra Telemedia Elitopia Bureau in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia. It is 3:02 p.m. Elite City, 002 Kb.T. Today is Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. Stereo on to 1st JK on Kb.P 17, Epsilon 29th, EY 1022. Headlines right now. Happy New Month Kanbor-D, Korevan Kb.P 17. Fireworks in progress throughout Kanbor-D City. Parade kicks off in Elite City and Xenopolis City, and the laser and light show with music are still in progress in Elftronic City and Omnistar.
Congratulations on your win, Mike Zanders. I heard, you and Elite City Elitos advanced to the Alpha Conference Finals. Yes, Daniel K., this as we at the Elitos await the results of the Beta Conference Finals. As we shut out Starborn Cosmos 6-3 to win the series 4-1 as Blackberry Bumblebees already advanced yesterday as they shut out Gugapoly's Giants 4-0 to win Best of 7 series 4-3 as we await the results of the other match, Crake City Crakes vs Fido Dogs as that kicks off in past hour. Into first intermission, Dogs and Crakes are scoreless as series are tied 2-2. Yes, as I note the Dogs and the Crakes hockey matches are very contested as with esports match in subject for example, Elite City Shock, and Blood Red Gaming, match score is tied 3-3, in best of 7 in Jinsoku Bomba. Thanks for the update, Daniel K., This is I have to head to DG Square Alitosat, to check with my bro Mickey Daniels, shaker of the Alito Shock as we at the Alitos refer to the Alitopian esports team.
Yes, this is Map 6 was recently ended 10 minutes after conclusion of hockey game in which you and your team won and into first intermission of Crakes and Dogs hockey match.
Shaky, not the hockey night in Alitopia theme music. We are in the middle of a heated esports match. Cut the music, or we at Elite City Shock to impose game pause. I do want to apologize on the subject, Shaker, as I am going to head to see Slacker. Okay, but if he is in practice for Team RDK ESP, don't bother him with the music, as you would have seen his relatives Dennis and Danielle instead. This is Blood Red Gaming's ally Hacks Gaming has celebrated subject at DG Zenot. Zenizat in Xenopolis City interrupted the Xenopolian esports match, as that is now postponed until tomorrow and the Xenopolian esports league disqualifies and bans Hacks Gaming permanently from matches for over-celebrating HNM Kanbor-LapiBalKip on Kb.P 17 as they are also permanently banned from DG Zenot Zenizat as they cannot travel as they are severely sanctioned, as subjects continue resulting in disruption of parade in which gets postponed and rescheduled for tomorrow as entire roster of Hacks Gaming were arrested, and word tonight, they has since been sentenced to death. This is, for some reason, the sudden music gets played at loud volume. This is we would like to apologize for such sudden interruption, as Max S. Decryptor has paged his relative Dennis Decryptor over subject as their relatives Mike Daniels of Elite City Alitos, who is making brief visit to RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ, playing the HNIE theme on Dennis Decryptor's boombox, as we are going to take an unscheduled 2-minute commercial break as RDK 3000 TriStar tonight will be right back.
Wow! An early 80s Pontiac Firebird. My father drives that in the past years. Though it's in different color. I wonder who drives this decent car, it sure is a hot classic.
It is me, Ben, also known as Marshmallow, or Chubby, as you can call me Marsh, or Chub.
This as I have got the car from the auction as I along with ZenZ Crypto placed a bid on the car, as I and he were highest bidders once it gets sold, for $500,000, as it's a special car. Replica of the Dark Knight.
$500,000? Wow.
500 grand. That equals to 650 million yens on approximate, or 1,280,000 Bloxy pesos. That equals to about 14,375,000 Kanbor coins, 200,000 Elitopian Elitos, or 256,000 Altronican dollars. Anyhow, we are going to Altronic City, Altronic Republic. If you like to join with us, you must leave that car at home, and drive your Mirai fuel cell there, because the car you are driving now, 1982 Pontiac Firebird KITT, is a gasoline-only vehicle, as that is banned in Altronic Republic. Those in inspection will seize your car and you will not have it forever, as it will be impounded then crushed, as you will pay a 2,000 Altronican dollar fine, close to $4,000. This is if you bring it there, you will lose that famous classic ride forever. Unless you convert the car to run on alternate fuel, like for example ethanol or other biofuel, or electrify the ride, via aftermarket, as only plug-in hybrids, electrics, and fuel cell cars, also cars that run on alternate fuel not dependent on fossil fuels, are allowed, as they take stance on climate change very seriously.
I do not plan to head to Altronic City, as I never bring my car there. Should I travel there, I would have bring my other car. Anyhow, I am going to head to Pacifico for a vacation. Anyhow, I wish you good luck, as I will see you fellows later once I get back in a week.
Do I hear the Evo revving?
That is the fellow we met in Pastain, Toki. He has got a new ride for weeks.
Yes, as that is a white one, more like pearlish.
Evo 9? That's the one that Rex Bloxygen used to drive. Now, I gotta meet the fellows since they have since noted my car. Hello everyone.
Konnichiwa.
Hey Toki.
Game on. I do note that was used to be my car. As I check records, I sold that car to my friend, only to sell his in later time, as you brought that car for $25,000. Then you have made a repaint, right?
Yes, this as I also made tuning adjustments. Yes, as the last seller was Dennis Blitzders, as he has got his new plug-in hybrid compact SUV crossover, as he to bring the car to Altronic Republic, as we also to head there for trip, as we to head to Altronic City. However, if you would like to come with me, you shouldn't bring the Evo 9, as only hybrids, electrics or cars that run on alt fuel are allowed. That Evo can get seized then crushed and you'll face the music, $4 grand. Unless if you convert it to alt fuel or electrify the ride, or if you plan a trip somewhere else. I am considering to convert this car to run on gasoline and ethanol fuel. However, I will not be heading to Altronic City, as I to drive to a city to the east to meet a friend of mine, a 40-kilometer, 25-mile drive.
You said you gonna convert that car to run on ethanol? E85? This is most cars in my birth nation, Bloxil, run on ethanol, domestically made. Yes, this is I and Corey just recently convert our rides to run on ethanol fuel, also electrify the rides for AHEV convert with plug-in capabilities with 24 kWh battery and decent electric motors.
Yes, but Mark and Corey's cars are at home as they are riding with me on my PHEV SUV 2022 Flex Ferrocross PHEV Hybrid S. As the fuel tank and battery is full, it even have solar panel on the roof. This is Utoki must be loving the new ride so far.
This is I am curious, what does it sound like?
Okay, this as I to go head back to my car, start it up and rev it hard as gear is in neutral, ignition is shut off and parking brake is engaged.
I am just curious also on how it sounds. Rev it for me.
Okay, Stephen Bloxton. Sound on. I am flooring it and revving the engine, listen to this.
What's the engine sound coming from? Daniel K. I am unsure. Daniel S.
That might be from the Evo 9.
I shan't have to sound the awooga to get the fellow's attention since I see through the window. They are near Toki's Evo 9. Regarding resident from Cryptor City is I to message Zenzi Cryptor shortly. Oh, that awooga. We must head to the Hyperloop now.
Did I hear some awooga horn? I better cut it out as I wonder which sound is originated what? Did the fellows just board the Hyperloop pod? Yeesh. This as they are heading east as I am going to head eastbound as I gotta head to meet someone I know.
Bonjour, je suis Steven François, je viens ici de la ville de Kaysar, République de Kaysar.
What? Does the fellow reside in nearby Webchester or Anton Ranginian Republic?
I understand French. He resides in Kaysar City, Kaysar Republic, as he must be visiting Altronic City, possibly joining with us.
Yes, as I wonder, who are you and where are you from?
I am Daniel Kai Pioneer, as I reside in Altronic City. I was born in Kanbor-D City before moving to Altronic City since 2019, and beside is a Splixian version of me. Yes, this is I am Daniel Splishianer. I am visiting from Splixian version of Altronic City, Altronic Republic called Altroni Splix City, Altroni Splix Republic in Splix World, Kb.P 0471.
I am Jason Elitatrap, as I reside from Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia.
Yes, this is it's after 1400 over there, whereas it's 1800 over here, and 11 o'clock where I reside.
Hola amigo. Konnichiwa. Game on.
Bonjour.
Rex is one of the fellows speaking French. Scott, yes, this is that French word means hello.
Yes, as I also speak English, as I am Stephen Francois, I reside in Kaysar Republic in Kaysar City Metro. Anyhow, I am going to treat you all for dinner at the decent French restaurant in Altronic City in which one of my friends work there.
I knew you went to Pacifico as I saw your pic of you enjoying a cruise in your BRZ. That got interrupted by a rainstorm in which you had to put on rain gear, even a tornado warning.
Yes, as it was even thundering and lightning. However, it's not a tornado warning, it's a waterspout warning, as a strong waterspout was formed. However, it remained offshore as it hit his yacht, in which got destroyed, belonging to one of my friends. Luckily, no injuries. Personnel has abandoned yacht into the water wearing wetsuits, helmets, life jackets and goggles. The fellows were rescued.
This on May 27, 2022?
Yes, after 3 p.m. Cryptor City and Blockstroid time. Also the time in Elite City in which I went to Elite City, Elitopia, starting on May 30, 2022, in which I heard some loud horns at the RDK 3000 TriStar main HQ at 3 p.m. May 31, 2022, even celebrations in Kanbor-D Street. I am unsure of the subject at that time. This is once I went to Digi Square Elitazot at 3:02 p.m. just to see what going on. I do hear subjects a lot referring to JK on Kb.P 17. As it went midnight Kb.T and X o'clock Kanbor duodecimal time, on Star 1 to 1st JK on Kb.P 17 or Wednesday, June 1, 2022 in Kanbor-D City. This as I was told by Mark Zaniels and Corey Zanders of the Happy New Month Kanbor-D of Subject, and Alito of Zeta EY 1022 the next day on June 1, 2022 at 8 p.m. Translating to Choi and Desinute 0 on Zeta 1st, EY 1022. Translating to midnight Universal Time on Thursday, June 2, 2022. Then I heard after H&M Kanbor-D of some esports match in hockey, soccer and baseball disruption due to revelers, even all of Blood Red Gaming. This forces esports match delay at 3:12, in which I brought tickets at last minute and spectate esports match of Roctopolis Breach and Optic Alito. It was a contested match. This is I spectate some hockey in the evening, in which was originally to be held in afternoon.
This as I do note, you may have seen my cousin Tokyo Raystar in Elite City.
Yes, I talked to him, as he challenged me in a race at Zen Speedway on June 1, 2022 at 2 p.m. I won the race. This is the fellow in the Devil GRY, being local resident challenging me. In the end, he wins by 200 meters.
Now, this is I, hold on, phone is ringing.
Toki, I must answer that since I reside here. Hello? This is Ethan. Anyhow, I am putting it on speakerphone.
Ethan, I Sean have something to show you, at a local speedway, so arrive no later than 5:40 p.m. Bring your friend along.
Okay, this is I am bringing Toki with me.
What?
Okay. Talk to you later. Goodbye.
Now, I know, you know some clans like Team 300, and others in the Speed vs Fast.
Yes, however in the most recent episode in which it to get premiered tomorrow on the 86RDZ Bloxy Tube channel, in which you are to show me first look of the subject before you upload it.
Yes, this as I did some filming and production for 86RDZ Productions.
Yes, this is we will review the most recent upload in the past week as well.
Ethan. The guy named Adam, the owner of Nightmare Tuners. He told our guys in our team that he says he is gonna challenge you next.
Wait, what?
The race is tomorrow night.
But what about the race with the other guy in the team?
That would be the third race after you win.
What happens if I lose?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure there's something going on you in the BRZ. I know you're gonna lose with him. But what I know you're gonna do that same thing.
Speaking of nightmare tuners, I have since met with the owner in past 24 hours on the subject with you and him. This as I challenged him in a race, however he has since beaten me. However, someone in the yellow hatch has beaten him yesterday, as I saw the hatch and a motorcycle driven by Robert and Sean. Sean's motorbike also won the race against the owner of Nightmare Tuners.
This is I am going to challenge you in a race, however this comes after we watch the one you to release tomorrow.
Yes, as I to load the media in subject.
Martin, there is a race happening tonight.
What race?
A guy named Adam from a team he owns, Nightmare Tuners.
Wait, I remember Adam. He is the guy who drives the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9.
Now he told Team 300 Mark's team and they had to tell me.
Adam has a high-tuned Evo. He beated me in a race.
Now let's see he will deal with me.
Good luck on that one.
Didn't know this car meet was going to be crowded. But seeing the cars was really great. They have nice cars. I'm still worried about the race tonight. I hope my Evo can win it. Got it high-tuned for the race. I hope. This will probably screw up this team. Just don't worry about it. He is here. Your name is Ethan. Right. Yes. Alright.
Okay, I will do the countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa. Adam from Nightmare Tuners, I gotta have to pursue Rex Bloxision and Scott Blocks to have Adam to challenge them in the race. But the duos are in Alftronic City, as Adam cannot bring his Evo there.
Why not?
Only green cars are allowed. PHEV, electrics and HFCVs. If he brings his car there, he to face 2,000 Alftronic and dollar fine, about 4 grand. Also his car will get seized, then impounded indefinitely and be crushed.
Whoa, why on earth do they ban conventional cars there?
Cause they are taking drastic measures in harsh way to tackle climate change.
Oh yes, this is I do note some electrics and hybrids, being the Toyota RAV4 Prime PHEV, the Mirai Fuel Cell, Polestar 1 PHEV and 2 BEV, Tesla Model S, Y and 3 EV, even the Ford F-150 Lightning EV pickup. However, we must head to the speedway right away.
Okay.
Yes, this is I do note the car in subject gets used in the EPRI. This is I do see related car as I saw in the pic, a BMW concept, as you showed the images to me, from Zen Z Cryptor from RDK or BX. Was there a related event in progress there also?
Yes, Stefan AT Cryptor. This is Rex Bloxizion told me Daniel K of subject at his hometown at its divisional bureau as I do note I was with him and Zen Z Cryptor in a video call earlier.
Knife, for summer reason, it's quite unseasonable, as it's held by around 21-22 градусов по Цельсию, лав 70 Фahrenheit as it's uphill 12 градусов по Цельсию, лав 50 uphill evening Fahrenheit event at 8 at DT Blocks Rablazat and RDK 3300 Rablocks Deep, not highest his and HTV.
This just into the RKZY-TV Channel 8 Eyewitness News newsroom. There has been an action in which result in the BMW concept parked at RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division here in Cryptor City, believed to be obtained by Toki, in which the owner is Dmitry Bloksar, in which we at RKZY-TV Channel 8 Eyewitness News are awaiting statement from RDK 3000 TriStar Roblox Unit Division for additional information, so stay with us for the latest.
Stalin Y, Samadulhe. I have a Kalsen Zeta, Kaitarmadiate Acid Salsin Reserved Parking for RDK, Bushickless, A Parking Latilantan. It went into Wake Mile.
Why you mate?
Karen Sublet got Stalin in a tech back. It is Kalsen Zeta, Kaitarthan RDK, 3300 Roblox Unit Division, Samscale went Krauk Wake Mile, Fan Kalent High Establishment, a representative side High available. He must be contributing to living party of sports match in Aprix, as he had a host event at the top of the hour, 8 p.m. I have a tackle swag.
Why not head to McDonald's?
Okay.
This as we have to. Hold on. My phone is ringing. Putting it on speakerphone. Hello.
Kayla. I'm Dimitri.
What is up, Dimitri? Okay.
Drag. Rain same.
Oh no, it's raining hard. Gotta drive with caution as we head to Dimitri's house.
Haya, it's raining hard. Is a Sivaga production, as it happened at the Mate. Ilarna, what had was in?
Sure can do, weather has gone miserable in the past few minutes.
You should have put on your raincoat.
Yes, and did you leave your umbrella in your car?
Head inside quick. Do you want tea?
No thank you.
I don't want tea right.
Свагриан Танкаку, I'm replaying HDVR, recording of Thanivisi recorded moments again plus at his instant, not at car, some full of has went into HBMV, Tanketant went up fast height was on reset. Я утвахал это сюч фарт хекар, хардвер хрейсан ивента куртаник, юнит 5TH, 2022, от 8:00 PM, криптаркит они хафуюс хартет стила гадес питет хероин, сит табет хасублет тапны всплит сиара всплит сиардун хеуна, 2:1:17 антелектуактался асенавдатек, 2:00:128, я умуст кнафт хат хасублет Канбор-LapiBalKip 0:4:7:1. Kanbor-L 2, Бензесетин Канбор-Делиан Вусьян, Хрвил-Б фейерверк из Гулай РМК, БЭ04711 от 010121 R0101 17 сплит с ДТ, Ант-АЭС, АВ2, 00.00 R128 Ант-0, Такура Такхаунавинин Ант-Нави, от 800 сплит Акталтимре, Ант-16 Акладдуа сплит Тимре, Транслафингта, 800 Хисвейнинг, Астхравил-Б фейерверк Синат Хертлатес, Алктраник Кит-А, Алктраника, Амнистарамни, Вебхастерфелд, Канборде Кит-А, Электрокит-А, Федерал Дистрикт, Элитапио, Ксенополис Кит-А, Ксенопалио, Силвер Кит-Акаратапио, Эванин Раблаксил Инсистика, Рио-де Блаксан Хрейн Криптар Китянетра. Y, Хвая, Даис 9.8 Акхау, Фуркхер 9.64 Минат, Фуркхер 9.64 Сыкакц, 64 Схайрикуал Агая, 1 Схайрикуал Тап 22, 1 дроп 2 минутес, 1 Минат Экуал Тап 2 минутес 48.75 Сыканс, 1 Акхау из 3 Хаурс, 1 Сыкакт Экуал Табаут 2.64 Сыканс, Так Бетекхникал, 2.636671875 Сыканс. 1 спликс Выкис 8 Даяс, 1 спликс Мамтхыс 32 Даяс, 16 Автхыс Эквал 1 спликс Яр, 512 Даяс, About 1.4 Ярса 16 Мантхс 3, 1 дроп 2 Вэпс. Инет Яутата Кетхекарба Кантареве Буфарет Хасублет Писаид, Атхас 3 Кефакхау, Минактанцы как Дзера, Амтрай Кантанцы Кант 0 Медмикхтуте, С 0 Килотраканс, 800 ПМ, 20 100 Хаурс.
Now okay, there is a Splix clock at Crypto Tower and Block C Tower, as we will also check our watches.
This as we are in the finals hoi already, as it's close to 7:45, as we have to do it fast. What radio station is it tuned to?
RDK 3000 Trista Radio time speaking service.
Good idea. We use it as cues for timekeeping as we define the car fast. We have a couple minutes left, several minutes, about 5 to 6 kiloseconds. We spot the car, as they are heading to Vic's house. That's the car right there. We gotta take it back.
Good idea.
But it is locked. Let's take off.
Okay.
Head to Savage's house and set it on fire.
Okay. Good to see my house is not too fast, as it's under my housing.
Cops! We must head to Dimitri's house. Also we are short on time. Toward final couple minutes. 777 splits awful time. Final minute found. And 998 kiloseconds and 7:57 PM. We have 3 minutes left.
Привет, Хатавин, Тедхедерагома, Кесурех, Дайсенсеям.
We have breaking news to pass to you from the RKZY Channel 8 Eyewitness Newsroom. The BMW concept in which we told you initial development earlier is in a police chase by Cryptor City Police Services, along with another car, must have been a friend of the driver. This following action at Toki's house in which we have yet to learn more, this despite minutes left on the countdown to the new Splix year, as Sky 8 is following the action as we hand off to the correspondent on Sky 8 News helicopter.
We are not far, as we have a few minutes to spare. Dimitri, close the gate now. Then open garage door now, and close it when I tell you. Close it now.
Хеф, гаят хинки ау модели двиг хафет минуты стаспаре. Иван так конгратулатуянт хайфорци аудит.
Thanks.
No problem. I'm taking you home, savage.
Okay, this is... Whoa. My house is on fire. I am calling 911. Anyhow, the fellow must have set it on fire for revenge.
You can stay at my house from now, as I will call 911 on the structure fire in which needs attention to the fire department. I hear the fire truck sirens. The fire department are on the way to your house.
Thank you.
Now I do note it's 1400 here as it's into the third hour. I do note one of the subject is being weddings and marriage as I do heard from Jared Raystar. There are two themes. I am not sure on the subject of second theme.
Oui, ceci comme nous mieux découvrir les autres pièces.
This is we must determine the other theme of the Alito Prom Fest 2022, EY 1022.
This is otherwise you would have bumped into someone or ram into some object causing it to fall or knock down that can result in damage. Or photobomb on television in front of cameras in which you got lucky as some producer of Alito Gamer ESP producer saw you going to run in front of cameras while Alito Gamer ESP was in a programming break.
I was going to see Raymond Blake over the subject to occur 800 subject today. I am not sure what it means.
I can tell you subject. This is it's the grand finals of the Altronican and Omnian esports tournament finals. Optictronic versus Tronic Face, and Optic Omni and Omni Face, to occur 3:12 p.m. today. This of course gets attention to Optic Alito and Alito Phase already in past few hours. Anyhow it's the ELG, Game Jam Esports Mania Spring Blitz 2022, EY 1022 meet and greet as it's a 2-day social event that goes with the 3rd annual Prom Fest as esports players like us and the team coaches are at all gamer related 4 prom rooms plus the lobby.
This is for you Caroline. I was on a recent trip from Alftronic City, Alftronica as 800 subject is 800 Kia Trocants in metric time, meaning 800 millidays, in universal time, that is in Elitopian time keeping as 80.0 elite metric time, also 1920 tracks time, and local time as one fellow says 1512, translating to 012 Kb.P 10 JKN Kb. P17 and 1212 in Kazar City. This is where I, Stephen Francois reside as with my sister Caroline, in Kazar Republic in the city's downtown district. Just curious, who are you and where you reside?
I am Shaker, Mickey Daniels of Elite City Shock, an esports team based in Elite City Metro, part of EXG Esports. I reside in downtown Elite City, Ilitopia.
This is esports match start in the grand finals of spring seasonal tournament to kick off at 800 Kia Trocants, translating to 3:12 p.m. Elite City.
This as we hand off to SE Stars Plays.
Yes, this is during the match and subject SE Stars Plays will be hosting a viewing party but the one unlike the others, this being unique. This is it will be held in one of the prom rooms in gamer-related subject. This is with authorization of DG Square Elitisat, as I handpick one of the 4 rooms with my gaming friends as they say that this room I and they are in, to be perfect one for hosting the subject at 3:12 p.m. This is we will show you the decent prom room on VWGT as, hold on, I do heard. The VWGT hosts. Ahem. We are determining what happened to the hosts. For Vista Television, we will go straight to a commercial break, and for RDK 3000 TriStar television service, we must hand off to my bro Marky, for the RDK 24-hour newsfeed. Fast!
Every hour, on the hour, this is the 24-hour news beat.
This is RDK 3000 TriStar Today 24-hour news beat. I am Marky Cryptor. Here's the latest headlines in brief. Alito Prom Fest 2022, EY 1022 kicks off since midday RDK TSR and Elite City, this as there's 2 themes, weddings, and gaming. The stage is set for the Altronican and Omni Esports Spring Seasonal Tournament Finals, Optics versus the Phases, at 15:12 RDK start. Thunderstorm warnings get issued for Webchester, orange signal for Central and West zones, most of West under Amber signal. This is thunderstorm alerts get issued for Far Eastern Omnia and Altronica, until tomorrow morning local. I am Marky Cryptor from Studio RX and we see you at the top of the hour, as we go back to VWGT. Wait a minute. Oh my god, Ilito Gamer ESP Xylem Cast. What has happened to VWGT? Producers at Master Control X, cut to me immediately, cut to me immediately. For some reason Vista Television has begun Xylem Cast of Ilito Gamer ESP. This is we at RDK 3000 TriStar are determining what happened to today's episode of VWGT, and the whereabouts of the VWGT hosts. We will cut to the RDK 3000 TriStar clock ident. This is we are also determining the subject in which Ilito Gamer ESP is covering as we are in active touch with Ilito Media, and Ilitopian Bureaus of Media Corp and Kb.P Hex 24. This just into RDK 3000 TriStar. We have learned in the past moment that there is going to be some upcoming event to be held at Esports Arena section of DG Square Ilitosat, as I check my laptop and tablet, to be involving esports teams, Optic Ilito, and Ilito Phase. This is the event to kick off at 15:12 RDK and Elite City. 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX. This is the same time the Altronican and Omni Esports Spring Seasonal Grand Finals to kick off at DGtron and Omni Esports Arena with viewing party at DG Square Ilitosat, and eSpa. In which the Omni match, Optic Omni and Omni Phase and Altronic counterpart Optictronic and Tronic Phase in which we have yet to learn if the subject to the event in which we have yet to learn and the Altronican and Omni Esports Spring Seasonal Grand Finals have any relation. To repeat, we have learned in the past moment that there is going to be some upcoming event to be held at Esports Arena section of DG Square Ilitosat, as I check my laptop and tablet, to be involving esports teams, Optic Ilito, and Ilito Phase. This is the event to kick off at 15:12 RDK and Elite City, 80.0 EMT, 1920 TRX. This is the same time the Altronican and Omni Esports Spring Seasonal Grand Finals. We are still determining the origin of VWGT and the hosts, as we cut back to the clock ident as we await further word, and we advise you to stay tuned to RDK 3000 TriStar television service as we will cut back in if warranted. This is a special extended edition of RDK 3000 TriStar today. I am Marky Cryptor over at RDK 3000 TriStar RDK Newsline News Center at Studio RX at RDK Main HQ in Elite City, Ilitopia. We are going multi-platform as we are powered up always on all RDK networks, television, radio, streaming and more. Headlines right now. There is a surprise event to kick off at 15:12 RDK in Elite City, involving esports teams Optic Ilito and Ilito Phase, at DG Square Ilitosat. More details imminently. This has nothing to do with Ilito Prom Fest 2022, EY 1022, in which it's well underway since midday and takes place at DG Square Ilitosat also, themes being wedding and marriage for one, gamers, gaming, esports and gamer culture for another. We have to pass you a programming notice off the top. The reason why we are starting RDK TSRT several minutes early and extend to 2 hours 10 minutes. This because we got learned that the VWGT hosts are at esports arena section of DG Square Alitosat. This as they got told by Alito Gamer ESP to assist in the coverage, as VWGT needs to prematurely end for the afternoon to devote coverage via Asylum cast of Alito Gamer ESP. This as we learned so far, some event to begin at 15:12 RDK and Elite City, Choi 80, 1920 tracks time and Alito cron time. 8 o'clock Alito sign time, 800 Kinatrokants, with the esports teams, Optic Alito, and Alito phase. This as we got learned, doing the introductions, on Alito Gamer ESP for the esports players. This as we just learned via Dennis Decryptor, who's at esports arena section, as with our sources. To be a gaming related event, and the further developments yields an RDK 3000 TriStar Today esports alert, as we have this esports alert just in, as the subject is now confirmed to be named, Z-Fuel, Kitech Gaming, Esports Gaming Siege Jam, 2022, EY1022. As it's confirmed to be a special sponsored esports match, this is OTENEFZ to compete in same video game and mode as with the OTO, Optic Omni and OFZ, Optic Phase also OTR, Optictronic, and TFZ, Tronic Phase in the Altronican and Omni Spring Esports Grand Finals, to be 25 KTS. 36-minute round, of 20 KTS or 28-minute 48-second competition and 5 KTS, 7-minute 12-second break, and 36-minute halftime show, in best of 7 encounter Blitz Striker, that is 2.5 choice total, 2 choi competition and 5 Dino choi break, 60 deci newt with 48 and 12, plus 15. Or 13 in duodecimal dozenals or minoros with 12, 10 in duodecimal and 3. This is today's LAN party at DG Square Alitosat is postponed due to the esports match as the LAN party to begin 2030 RDK and Elite City tonight.
Ceci alors qu'ils s'affrontent dans des rounds de 36 minutes au meilleur des 7 dans Counter Blitz Striker, avec une mi-temps de 36 minutes après la carte 3.
This is they compete in 36-minute rounds in best of 7 in Counter Blitz Striker, with 36-minute half-time show after map 3. No wonder that story gets mentioned on KZAR24 website, and the Alito News 24 website, concerning us at Prom Central last night as the photographers has taken photos of scenes involving us, with our consent.
Yes, as they has since wrote up articles on the subject, even we shared images of ourselves on social media, as we have received tons of comments, likes, favorites, some mentions and shares also.
Yes, this as it gets attention to Sean K. Cryptor, from RDK 3000 TriStar. As he, and I, and Michael Aguirre standing beside me, watches some football, or soccer, event in which occurred yesterday evening in Kanbor-D City starting from 1900 hours Kb.P, 1000 hours Elite City. It was a dramatic football match, even a dramatic finish late in second half. Anyhow, I am Rex X Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Kanbor-D and this is Mark K Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Kb.P Ionian. I reside in Kanbor-D City. Yes, Rex, this is I reside from Mudcup City, 2 hours ahead of Kb.P as soccer match was also televised on Kp.Hex 24 at 2100 hours Kb.P Ionian last night. I and he are visiting Elite City for the day yesterday, and for today and tomorrow. We to depart tomorrow evening.
I am Stephen Francois and this is my sister Caroline Francois. I do note the soccer match on the Elito News 24 website under Top Stories column. Kanbor-D City Soccer Club shuts out FC Pearl City 7-4. This is I to check the article later.
You mean Kanbor-D City Canbers?
Whoops, yes, I mean the Kanbor-D City Kanbors.
I do know, Pearl City is from the Kingdom of Pekofinakolnen.
Yes, Caroline.
This is I'm watching the Elito News 24 live stream from the website, but it launched the media app on my laptop. As the news host for Elito News 24 Lunch Blitz are mentioning the city and subject in news report, via report from Kanbor News 24, in which is called KN24, correspondent mentioning a concert for first anniversary of Mega Storm Marbon in 2021 and second anniversary of Hurricane Makip in 2020, in which battered the area the hardest in mentioned years. The concert kicks off now and to last until late evening local time. And event continues tomorrow.
Yes, this is Irex X Cryptor do remember, subject in Kb.P 15, or 2020, EY 1020.
This is it to wrap up next Jakionda at 1700 hours KBT, translating to 8 in the morning Elite City for Elito News 24 viewers next Monday, Joy 50, Desanu 1200. This is the concert here is about the Kanbor Unite and Kanbor Connect. This as it gets attention to this fellow beside me as he used this opportunity to open up the new division bureau of RDK 3000 TriStar.
I am Andrew PK Cryptor from RDK 3000 TriStar Pekofinakolnen. This is we use this opportunity for this concert to promote opening of RDK 3000 TriStar Pekofinakolnen Unit Division Center headquarters here in Pearl City.
This is the line of moderate rain is heading to Elite City in the next several minutes, with stronger activity to the south as it will be unseasonably cool in Elite City. This as a rainfall advisory gets in force for Elite City for latter half of afternoon and initial part of this evening, with rainfall warnings to the immediate south and thunderstorm advisories, even weather products by the BWS with thunderstorm alerts. Even a severe thunderstorm watch, even a tornado watch in lower northern Blitzdinozenia. This is the storms to intensify once it exits Elitopia.
That is going to be all for afternoon live on Elito News 24. Coming up next is an Elito News 24 special being Elite City Prom 2022, EY 1022, then a 2-hour 3rd anniversary special edition of 24 Elitopian hours as we will be back at 8 o'clock PM Elite City, Quad Zeros.
Due to the prom coverage, Elito Money's Market Week will only be shown on Elito Money and Hard Talk will be seen only on Elito News Plus via streaming service. From all at Elito News 24, I am Corey Elitistar.
And I am Catherine Zanils, signing off. You're watching the home for 24-hour around-the-clock news, where the news never sleeps, Elito News 24. Goodbye.
We will see you in 3 hours. Stay with Elito News 24. Goodbye.
The latest news from Elitopia, Alpha Continent, Kanbor World and elsewhere in prime time, from the source for 24-hour round-the-clock news. Elito News 24 tonight, at a special time, tonight 8 o'clock PM Elite City, Quad Zeros on Elito News 24.
I am Lion Jared Raystar. It's almost esports playoffs time in ELG Game Jam Esports Mania Spring Blitz 2022, EY 1022. Anyhow, it's the meet and greet today throughout the weekend, so meet your favorite esports players and team coaches and obtain some fan gear at the booths. LAN party this evening at 8 PM Elite City and all day tomorrow. This is there's a prom today and throughout the weekend and next week in the Elito Prom Fest 2022, EY 1022, 2 themes, weddings and gaming, so bring your prom date and dance the night away at the dedicated rooms. We will be featured on Elito News 24 in the prom special, so set your DVRs now. Join the excitement. Only at DG Square Alitosat. Visit us at 100 Kanbor-D Street, Elite City, where the news never sleeps, with hosts Ringo Silvestar and Brittany Zaniel's 3rd anniversary special of 24EH, after the prom special at 6, on Alito News 24.
Hey, Diego here. Elite City Alitos has advanced to the ELHA Alito Cup Finals. They take on Blackberry Bumblebees. Action kicks off tomorrow evening. We are hosting a hockey viewing party, Mexican style. Half-price tacos during the hockey games. Only at El Alarmacies, the Alarm 6, 1 Rocky Street, Elite City, 5522-6666-6666.
This is Blitz 100, RBTZ FM 100.00 Cryptor City. That was Michael Jackson with Thriller, as we now present a special presentation from the fellows at RKZY-TV Bloxy 8 with Silimcast of Alito News 24 International Robloxia, in which to Silimcast the prom event in Elite City, Elitopia named Elite City Prom 2022, EY 1022, music presentation to resume at 8 o'clock p.m. Cryptor City. However, in an event Alito News 24 or RKZY-TV Bloxy 8 interrupts for news flash or programming gets amended without warning, we will resume music presentation early. I am Daniel Bloxer. This is Blitz 100, 100.0 RBTZ FM Cryptor City. It is 5 o'clock p.m., and weather in Cryptor City is balmy with sunshine, but chilly temperature of 17.5 degrees Celsius, clear this evening, low 8 degrees Celsius, and another sunny day tomorrow, high of 24 degrees Celsius. Have a nice evening from Blitz 100.
Welcome to Alito News 24 special of Elite City Prom 2022, EY 1022. I am Ringo Silvestar.
I am Brittany Zaniels.
And I am Sarah Blake.
We are broadcasting live over at Alito News 24 Prom Central over at DG Square Alitosat in Elite City, Federal District, Elitopia, as we want to welcome to the viewers on all Alito News 24 networks, also RDK 3000 TriStar Television Service networks. Also special welcome to the viewers via special arrangement at Alito News 24 International Robloxia, RKZY-TV Channel 8 and RBTZ FM 100 Cryptor City for our Cryptor City viewers and listeners. Also WB Newsnet, ATR Newsnet, Omni Newsnet, KIPHEX 24, KN24, COR.net 24 and Zeno News 24.
It is a good thing that our KZY-TV Channel 8 is on the DVR for the prom coverage, then switch to 24EH on Alito News 24 International Robloxia for second DVR event. This is I am enjoying this double bacon cheeseburger deluxe and having with milkshake. Sean, what did you get at takeout from Cryptor Diner?
Same bacon cheeseburger but with triple patty, also Pepsi. Now why did you tell me to head here at Cryptor Speedway?
Remember? I challenged you in a race, but we were supposed to do it last weekend, but there was a race in progress as we were going to do it evening on June 5th, 2022, but some rainstorm then incident regarding explosion at Savage's house forced us to postpone until today at this hour, but we must have to delay until after 5:30 p.m. because we are hungry as we need to get something to eat as we were originally to race at 5 o'clock p.m.
Oh yes, this is I know, this in revenge for Savage doing action against Toki, as Antiano was blamed for this. Now he's gone as he's terminated by the Romods. Also the Fellows has since raided Savage's friend Ankoku's house, causing a rampage that caused severe damage, and Ankoku shot to death. Savage flees for safety and is now residing at Dimitri's complex. As for Toki, he survives but thanks to the actions, his house has since been seized as he gets repoed, as he has no choice but to head east to Blockstroid to live next to his friend Ethan. Robert, it's time, 5:24 p.m.
5:24 already? I better check the time. Yes. 5:24 on the dot. This is I have to grab my helmet and put it on. Also I must strap on my harness, also to adjust steering wheel and start the ignition since it's an accessory. Disengage the parking brake, also put it in gear and get ready. This is you, Sean. Go head to your motorcycle right away and start the engine.
Okay.
Nice one. Let's head to the track.
Okay. You must be ready. I am.
I am ready also. Now we await the lights.
Julian, are you ready?
I am nervous. Is the vehicle and subject ready?
Yes, it's equipped with the stuff it needs to go into space.
Okay, let's go see it.
Hurry, get in.
I am starting up and taking off. Thankfully to be the ride that I no longer want. Tech kicks in, and the Rocketeer. Go. How am I gonna survive this? I have to abandon the car since I don't want to die. Is that Mars? I don't want to be stranded there. What is that spacecraft? Hey, you just pulled me up to the spacecraft? Zwinky Crypter?
I have to bring you back home since I heard operation is successful as the rocket Civic has since made impact to asteroid as asteroid is destroyed. Just some fragments left to burn up harmlessly once it reach Earth's atmosphere.
Okay. Wayu, now I am back home, as I am going to await a city bus to head to my house then to drive my new ride, a crossover.